Hello everybody and welcome to Division 5 tonight. We are here live for racing here. At the British Grand Prix, of course. I am your host as always for the streams, and that is Cadwell5 on PlayStation and YouTube, or of course Mr. James Boyle, and I'll be taking you through your Division 5 for most of the season. And last week, if we haven't said already, was a hectic race last week. A race that didn't really see many winners or losers or pretty much anything last week. It didn't see much towards racing wise, but it did provide some great racing nonetheless. Just whilst I go into a party, so you guys who are racing can't hear me in the race. We are as we join the party now. We do that. It should be a really good race tonight. It should. Let me take you through the championship standings as we do every single week. And yes, if you want to, guys, and you are in the top 3, let us know if you want to us to do your comment things tonight. Meaning, if you want me to do your drivers talks, like podium chat afterwards. There we go. That's what I'm saying here. So last week was Austria. Let me just check something 1 second, guys. I'm just checking something. Give me 2 seconds. Let me check if it was. It was indeed. It was Austria last week, if you didn't know. Decent race, as we are loading into the game now. Decent race. Wouldn't say it was the best, but it's still really. Also, it wasn't the worst race we've had all season, I should say. Really good race. Good race last week, and it saw for the first time this year, Rock City win the race, Ranheim in second, and Samitsky in third. So very well done to all three of them. Samitsky did come third in the race before that, and Ranheim did come second in Spain. Other than that, Rock City did come second actually in Bahrain as well. So are looking good in the championship standings, as we have rain for qualifying. Wow, we have rain coming down here at qualifying here in the British Grand Prix. And it's full wets. It is full wets around here. Unbelievable that is there. It is indeed. That means then, ladies and gentlemen, that Robin leads the championship on 1-2-5 still. Ranheim pops up to second now with 99 points. Mays in third with 92. Then it's Samitsky on 83. Invictus on 71. Who of course is next. I do apologise again, guys, for this blue screen, but just bear with me. There we go. Here they are. Rock City now down in it's now in 6th with 70 points. Passau's in with 46 in 7th. Vronk in 8th with 44. Shumi with 41 is in 9th. I'm Solis is 10th with 30. Is 10th with 38. Then we have Jorgen on fire. Richard on fire in 11th with 33, 31 points for the Truce. We then have Hulkenberg on 26, same as Storm. 25 for Cliff. Macker is on 25 as well. 20 points for Torrenheim. Bart on 17, who's a reserve. Lime and Mazel are on 9 for Liam, and Mazel is on 8 points, meaning that we have in the constructors here, as you can see now as the first car Cliff is out, how much rain is coming down on this circuit. It is bucketing it down tonight here on circuit. Mercedes lead on 162, Haas 150, Alfa Tauri 127, Alfa Romeo 119, Ferrari 109, 85 for Racing Point, McLaren 47, 42 for Renault, 35 for Red Bull, and 25 for Williams, as the Williams car here we're on board with goes into the first corner now. He does. takes you nicely through the first corner now. He does. Hello to everyone here in the chat. Tech, very nice to see Jules Bianchi. Yeah, he was a really good driver, Jules Bianchi, in the time he was in F1. Sadly, he is with us anymore, which is a shame. We hope everybody knows that he's not here anymore, but hello. Yeah, for Ronk, good luck to everybody and good luck to you as well, mate. As they head around, now we do onboard a Cliff here. He's already validated, so we could head on to somebody else in a second. We can indeed, but we'll see what Cliff does then into Maggots and Beckett, which is going to be the hardest, some of the hardest corners in the circuit here as he clips the curb there. Clips it again, there he does. Clips it again. Still keeps it going, then he does as he exits the corner now. Up the straight now he comes. Maybe he knows he's invalidated, or maybe he doesn't know he's invalidated here as he head off board now we do and take a look at his lap now we do. Crossing the line now he's going to come. What's he going to set? He's going to set a 142, so that's kind of a banker for what we're going to expect tonight then. About 42, 43 is if Ronk is heading around. Passau's just starting a lap then he is, so he's starting as Schumi goes pole with a 41.6, well 41.6 at the moment, 42.5 for Samitsky at the moment. So they're your top two in the session so far. We do have DeMiles here tonight. We do have Sammy, is it Sampme, I think, is that how you say it? Sampy King, I'm saying tonight. Apparently I said Spammy King, but if I do butcher names, I do apologise there on that behalf there for him. If he has ever watched the streams back, I'm sorry, mate. We do, of course, have Torenheim here as well. So we have 19 drivers here, very nice indeed to see. Let's head on board with Passau's then, who's about to head into Maggots and Beckett on his flying lap then he is. Maybe a bit slower than you expect on his lap here, but let's see. Breaks into the next corner he does now at 25 minutes. There he does with 25 seconds, so gone. 12 minutes and 12 seconds to go of the session, and here with everybody in the top, only 8 cars setting a lap so far. Robin setting a 2 minutes 16, so showing us that he's not quick in the lane at the moment, but he could be, you never know. And a 1:42.5 there set by Passau's. Let's go down then to have a look at Maka, who is heading to the line then. Let's see what he can do in the Haas looking livery. It's a very interesting thing that Gene Haas said this week. He said that he's not, well, he said 2 things recently in this week. I'm not going to go into too much detail into them because we're busy watching racing instead, but he basically, 41.1, very good lap there, up to 4th he goes. He basically said, Gene Haas did, that Haas aren't that he's not going to sponsor Grosjean, who's in a Haas like car kind of thing, if he's going to be in a sport that he could die in. So that's something that he said, and I think he means that IndyCar's more dangerous than F1 cars, so he's not going to sponsor him in the car, which is a bit weird, I think, but that's just another thing for another day. I think that's very weird. And another thing he said was that the sport's being ruined due to Mercedes winning all the races, but it is kind of who you win and who you don't, really. It is. As Sapmi King, if that's how you say it, has come across the line and sets a 41.9. He has there indeed. Jeffrey sets a 41.0. Vivronk sets a 40.4. They've just gone quicker. Rock City's just beaten, has gone, is pole still, he is, but Robin's gone up to a 39.3. Just to tell you the time from Rock City, which we're going to show you right now. I sadly can't see that time, so it is a 39.3 compared to a 39.3, which is very close. Then they are there. 3:01 it is, so 100th in it by there, you can see their reckoning. But let's head a bit further down then to a car that hasn't even set a lap yet, which of course is Tauernheim. Only person who's not here tonight, looks like it's... No, Maze is here. Tauernheim then, who's just starting a lap as he heads through the first complex of corners, through the first complex of corners. Now he does exit it now, he does indeed, and we'll head up the straight. Purple in sector 1, there he goes, so that is very interesting there. There he does, exiting the corner. Now he comes down into the next corner. Tauernheim, sorry, comes. Let's see what he can do, Tauernheim. Is he going to get purple sector 2? He is going to get a purple sector 2, so that just ties something there from Tauernheim. This could be one quick lap here for him. Maybe the third sector may buff for him a tiny bit as Jeffrey is retired. He's retired at Coppice corner, which is a very high speed corner after the national start line. Here it is, but here comes Tauernheim then. He's coming to the line now, Tauernheim is, and he sets a 39.7, goes P number 4. What a lap that is there. He has shown us how to race this circuit, he has indeed. Let's go back down then and show you what a car who's on a lap is Storm then is going to do as he heads down the national start line. The corner that Jeffrey crashed at, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up now into Coppice. He's going to go into the second, here he is. Then into Maggots and Beckett's. So there, that corner here where he is, he crashed just on the side, inside the circuit. So a bit further back, but on the inside. He did there, into Maggots and Beckett. Now he goes, the Storm, very nicely out of there. He goes at 1 minute 12 seconds, very nicely indeed. Does he get a purple? No, doesn't get purple sector 1, which is a 13.063 for your first two sectors, which is not bad at all. For a 1 minute 13 point something there, it's not bad at all. Maze has just started lap as well. We'll keep an eye on him as well as we do here, but let's see what Storm can do then on his first lap of the circuit here. He's got 6 seconds to go before he will be primarily on pole position if he wants that, but he comes out of the last corner now. He's going to take it to the line, and it's a 40.5, only putting him P number 9 at the moment, which is very, very interesting to see there. That is how quick he can go, and it just proves to you, don't need to go quick, you don't need to go slow either. You can just put your speed in here today and see what you can do. As Vronk is out on an outlap, here he is heading down the straight, going towards Maggots, towards the national start line. Here he is, so we're going to keep an eye on him in a minute when he goes onto his lap. We are. But before we do, let's see what Maze can do then as he exits Maggots and Beckett. Now he does. It's a 12.776, and it looks like it was the quickest sector 2 of anyone there. But I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. As he now races his way now into the last section of track. He does hit. Through the last couple of corners now he comes. He comes across the line now and sets a 40.199, a 40.2 actually at class at the top there, but class is 40.199, which is very decent. There it is. So let's go to somebody who hasn't done a lap yet, who is Rajard on fire. Who is where is he on circuit right now? Heading down the Wellington Straight, heading to Brooklands and Luffield. He is at the moment. Yes, I don't really know the circuit that well. That's why I have to look it up sometimes. But yeah, he's there. He is invalidated his lap, so we're going to go on board now and have a look at Vronk, who is currently starting his lap now, just going into the loop now. He is through the loop now he goes, and now heading into Aimtree, and then going to start the Wellington Straight any second now he is. As he puts the throttle down now he will, and he will start the Wellington Straight. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. He's up on his time then, so this is good to see, up on his time. Which means he's, down on his time, which means it's going to be an improvement this lap for Vivronk. Here it is. And surprise, surprise, Robin, who is now in pole position, who didn't come up on my screen as a 39.0, I think that is there, for his lap, is going to go on to the intermediates, it looks like. Same for Maka, so could be intermediate weather as we speak. Probably isn't, because these guys are still improving on the harder, on the wetter compound of tyres, I should say. So are still improving, here they are, as Vivronk exits the corners, now he does to this bit here. He's 6 tenths up, and that's the quickest middle sector he's set all day. It is there, so that shows you something there, as he now heads his way down now into Stone Corner. He turns now, then Vale, then Club, and then to the line he will come. He will here indeed, as he exits the corner now of Vale. He does now into Club Corner. Now he comes through the Club Corner complex. He comes to the line, then comes Vivronk, and a brilliant 40.2 puts him P9, only 2 tenths up on his time. Really, really good to see though it is from him there how he did that. Let's take a look then at what Maka's going to do as he starts his lap now on the intermediates. We're going to give an idea if the intermediates are actually the quicker tyre or not. We are here indeed, because he'll be the first one to give us that indication or not. Don't think it is at the moment, but you never know with Maka. He could be onto something here with Robin as he enters the next couple of corners. Now he does into the down the Wellington Straight. Now he goes, and he's going to really see now we are down the Wellington Straight if he's actually going to do anything into Brooklands here, if he's going to get a quick time or not. Here he is. He's up by 5 tenths, so it looks like they are the quicker option here of tyre, as I think people are waiting just patiently here just to see what times he's going to do on his lap here, and then maybe come out. You've got the minimum you would allow yourself on this circuit would be 2 minutes to get yourself out and do another lap here, you would. So the guys who are on their wets, full wets here, just be careful, because Maka is improving by nearly a second, by nearly 6 tenths of a second he is here, which isn't much if you think about it, but in qualifying terms that is a hell of a lot of time he is gaining. Here he is as he now heads through Maggots. Now Beckett's he goes into the Chapel Curb. He goes through down the Hanger Straight. Now he turns, and he is 1.2 seconds up here, and it is intermediate weather as a few come out on them, but hardly anyone is out on the intermediates at the moment. Him and Robin are the only 2 out here on them. They are indeed, as the umbrellas you can see in the background are up by the crowd. Into the last corner now he comes, as Sappy King is retired, as here he comes, and Maka a 39.3, so he does improve by massively amount there. He does well done him. What? Oh, Robin was improving, but he's off the circuit. He is here, and that's not going to count as an improvement then for Robin. It could be a retirement for Robin there. It could. On a lap, who's coming out then? Anyone else going to come out and play for this here? They are. Shumi has literally only just come out of the pits here, and he has a whole lap to do here. He does before he will get them tyres up to temperature. He will hear him, Cliff and DeMiles are the only ones who've literally, I would say, only just come out onto circuit they have, which is something you don't want to see. DeMiles is down the national start line, and Cliff is only just starting the Wellington Straight and now just about to finish it here. This is showing you something that they didn't come out in time, I don't think, for qualifying, but you never know here. You never know. Exiting the final corners now they come. Let me just check where DeMiles is, because he'll be the first one to set a time here, but we're here because there's plenty of time for DeMiles to come to the line. He will here, indeed he will, and we'll hopefully see what can happen here from DeMiles as Invictus now retires from the session. He does indeed. These two down here with 41s will push themselves massively up the field. They will here if they come onto this lap here as DeMiles heads out of the last corner. There he does, into Vale. Now he comes, now down to Club Corner. Now he comes into Club. Now he turns, and he literally he'll come across with 38 seconds to go. 36 seconds to go. He crosses the line there, he does, and now he starts his flying lap here on the intermediate tyres. He will here. Can he not invalidate this? Let's check and see. The other guy on the intermediates will be Shumi, Fivronk, and will be Cliff, to see if they can get across before the timer goes to 0. They will. The game has said if it hits 0 as you cross the line, you get a lap in. Anyone who's on an out lap here may get the time in, but we don't know here as the miles. Down the long Wellington straight now he goes. Can he actually improve here on his time? 1.3 seconds up, and I think that's the quickest sector he's done all day. There it is. Yellow flags are out where he is, so he may have to slow a little bit down, but not too much down in the game sense, as he exits now and blurts away. Oh, and on the racing line. Somebody retired, looks like, on the racing line. It was Hulkenberg who retired, not even retired, but slowed it down on the racing line, and that puts the miles out of the session. That will be looked at after the session, by the way, by the stewards, because it is a dangerous driving bit of, there it is, risky it was indeed as well. As you can see, Fivronk doesn't get his time in because he pitted, I think, or didn't cross in time, but Cliff is on a lap right now, and I think the miles will be so disgusted what Hulkenberg did there. I don't even think Hulkenberg actually meant that, but he did it nonetheless there, he did. Cliff is now on a lap, so we'll see what he can do for you guys. I'm going to quickly take a break, but we'll be back in literally a couple of seconds, as he's 2.2 seconds up in the first, in the second sector there he is, and this lap is looking great. It is at the moment, here it is, as he heads around circuit, does here into Stowe, into Vale, and all of that good stuff here we do. So yeah, we'll hopefully give you, well, I will stay and give you the results, and then we will, of qualifying, and then we'll go for a little break. I will, because I just quickly need to get somewhere something, and then I'll be fine. As he goes second, an 80, 38.0. Shumi top, him second. Wow, oh wow, oh wow, what a time that was there from him. Maka is still improving as he exits. He comes into the last couple of corners now, Maka does. What's Maka going to do here then, as he now comes around to complete his time, and he gets third best. Cliff gets fourth. That's it then for qualifying. That looks like it's it. We'll just wait for Rock City to come to a line, but other than that, we think we're done for qualifying. It will be Shumi, Ranheim, Maka, Cliff, and then Robin for your top lot here today. Amazing. I'll be back in literally a second. So after qualifying then, we have Shumi pole by a 10th over Ranheim, Maka second, Maka third I mean, Cliff fourth, then it's Robin, Rock City, Mays, Smitsky, Torrenheim, and the rest of the field there we'll give you in a minute. Hopefully the race is not wet either, because that'll be a slow one, but let's see if it is or not. And it is. Sunny! English weather could be one day wet, one day sunny. That's just England for you guys if you don't live over here. And if you want to, guys, we can do post-race interviews as well. here today, as we're just waiting now for the car to ready up. Then we are, but it's a jumbled up grid due to the fact of the wet weather dying down with only 5 minutes to go, and about 5 cars jumping the gun and taking the initiative and coming out on the tyres. Sadly, one driver who will be annoyed with that, who did come out on the white tyres but didn't do well, there will be Hulkenberg. The driver who crashed into Hulkenberg, it will be indeed, because he came out on the right set of tyres and did not, sadly, do well. There we didn't, which was the Miles, by the way, who did that. Strategy for tonight will be a one-stop, and then we have a mixed-up grid tonight. We have everybody. So we have Shumi, Rock City, Smitsky, Invictus, Storm, Jeffrey, Pasals, Sappy, King, Sam P. King, and we have Hulkenberg all on the medium compound of tyres. The Miles, I'm Celis, Vivronk, Tauenheim, Rujord, On Fire, Maze, Ranheim, Robin, Cliff and Macca all on the softs tonight, bringing you that. And it's a one-stop strategy tonight. It is softs to mediums or mediums to softs or softs to hards. And yes, none of the top 10 had to set the time on them, so they're all going to be fresh compound sets. In each, I think it's each weekend you get 2 sets of softs, 2 sets of hards, and 2 sets of mediums, and you can choose whatever you want to do with them. I think that's in real life as well. They do something similar to that. I think in real life they have like practice. They have like a couple of sets. I think they have 2 sets of, 1 to 2 sets of tyres for each. 1 to 2 sets of softs, mediums and hards for the practices. Then for qualifying they have 1 set, and then for the race they have another set. So I think they have altogether about 4 to 5 sets of tyres per weekend. F1 car drivers do, which is crazy, but still that's what they do, I think. You know, but that should be what we do here as they're heading now to the line. Come the cars already on the grid are the top 2. The rest are coming into their positions now. They are to start this 26 lapper here, which is only a one-stop strategy because of it's only 26 laps. It's not like it's a really long race on the Silverstone circuit here today. About a 130. We expect it to be 134s, 135, 133s around here for the race. But let's see then, as they're just waiting now for the last to pop in and actually sync up. But we're 3 lights are on, 4 now, 5 here at the Silverstone Grand Prix for Division 5, and we're green and away we go. Great start from Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg bogs down at the back of the field, but everyone else at the front is good. Smitsky does a really good start here. He does, but he touches Ranheim. And that's not what you want to see, as we have a spinner in the background already, and that's Rajard. There it is. Storm has made a mistake as well. Everyone else keeping it clean though at the front of the field. They are, but it's Ranheim leading the race. Then it is from Shumi, but very quickly behind him is Cliff. Then it's Robin a little bit further back. Then it's Macca, and then it is Rock City. As we head around now, we do here on the completion of lap number 1. Here we do then out of the corner they come now. They do down the national start, and they come now into Coppice, then Maggots and Beckett's they will head into, then Chapel they will head into in a second. Now into Coppice go your top 2, and that was a little look there. I thought it was there from Robin on the back of from Macca, on the back of Robin, there it was, but actually we have a battle for the lead here, which is still hotting up. Here it is, but further down the order here we go, and it's still anyone's game here in this little gaggle of cars. Here it is here as we go on board with Maze for just 2 seconds. There we do, but it's side by side. Here it is. Has anyone seen it here? Who's going to make it stick then? Here is it going to be, and it is lovely Rock City taking Macca. There it is. Rock City moves past Macca, and that is a lovely move there from Rock City on the end of and the completion of lap number 1. We're about to finish now. We are. Maze has overtaken Macca as well. There must be some damage on Macca's car, or just Macca is not capable, not always not capable, but not always up there in the top of the order. Turanheim sadly isn't here at the moment, or if he is here, he's not supposed to be where he is on the grid. I don't know what's happening with his cars here today. We'll have to wait and see for a minute. But Invictus is is in the pits, just setting his pit stop straight. But Ranheim is still leading this race from Schumi. He is here, and it is going to be interesting to see what happens here at the end of this one. It is indeed here, as we are at the end of completion, nearly a completion of lap number, well, halfway through, sorry, lap number 2. Here we are as they head into Coppis and Magnus and Beckett in second, and out of Woodcote come most of the cars. Now they do. On my screen, we're just waiting for the game now to ready us back up, but we are here ready to, not ready back up, but to get back to normal. We are indeed, as we have a sector 1 crash apparently, but I don't think there is one. I don't think there is one. No, there isn't. Rajard here, really wanting to get past. He is here. He is actually a car in the game. I don't know why he's a ghost car on my screen, but there we go. Back to normal now we go then, and Ranheim we do here is leading. Schumi second, Robin third, Rock City fourth, and Cliff in 5th position. Robin a 1:29.4 for him, so fastest lap for him here, and he's third at the moment. He is here. Schumi is currently in that second position, and he's closing in to the back of him is Robin. He is here, as you can see. Robin looking left, looking right now. Robin is on the back of Schumi. He is indeed here as they head out of Luffield into Woodcote. Now they turn and out, and the 100 and something thousand who should be here in real life last year sadly weren't because COVID, because of what's happening in the world right now, and England have our dates to come back into fruition, and hopefully that sadly is after the British Grand Prix, I think. So it's luckily we're not going to get one this year, which is a bit, not luckily, a bit annoying, but you know, better than nothing, you know, as I say. As here he goes then does Robin. Great run this will be here on him here it will. Just going to look for the move. He is here. Has he made it stick? I think he goes a little bit wide though, Robin does. And Schumi goes back through and we have a spinner. Cliff has made a mistake. He's gone into the gravel where in real life we had a crash I think in the race. And he's back on the circuit now, but I think he's going to lose another position here to maybe Storm and Hulkenberg, and he does indeed lose it to them as well. The Rajard and Invictus are still going through Maggots and Beckett in a second. They will. Here. As we are on lap number 4 now, as Ranheim is 2.4 seconds ahead of Schumi, then a 9/10 gap back, well it's gone down now that has, to Robin, who is then in front of Mays and Turanheim. He is here, and then it is Maka, Imstelis and Simitsky, who is battling now. Simitsky down the inside goes Simitsky then oh, Simitsky touches there he does, Simitsky touches, and Simitsky is around. That is not what Simitsky wanted there at all. It's not down to P number 17 he goes, and he now will just have to fight his way back up the field from P number 10 where he was in the race at the time. Sapmi King is looking good here, he is, but let's see what happens here then with Hulkenberg. He just got a penalty there, he did. So let's see then what happens at the front of the field as we're looking on board with Rockstar got past Robin. I didn't see that happen, but he did. He got past Robin, who may have made a little mistake coming out the corner. I don't know if Robin's going to do anything here, but pit stop strategy should be good here as DeMiles and Fivronka having a little scrap here. The two white cards in this race are the Alpha Tauri and the Williams are having a nice little scrap. They are here with Jeffrey right behind him here. Turanheim, fastest lap again, a 1:29.046. There it was, a very quick lap there. And again, it's showing you each week how good these drivers are with racing. It is indeed around circuits like this. Now I know on this game, I think the most raced circuits are Silverstone. Is it? I think it's 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 Austria and probably Brazil, I would say, are the ones who are the most used around here. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, but a little look there from I'm Salis on the back of Maka there was, but a bit further down we go then, and there's still that battle raging on here. There is between Hulkenberg and Passaus. Let's see if that can happen as well. But back up the field we go then, as Invictus sets the fastest lap as they just start the lap. Now they do, because a pit stop here is massive disadvantages here. It is Maggott and Beckett we start now with your top with second and third. Into Beckett's now we go, and it's really interesting here to see as they head down the hanger straight now after Chapel Corner curve what Robin's going to do, because Robin's right behind Rock City, and Rock City is right behind Schumi. He is here, but Robin can't make the move stick again, and right behind Robin now is Maze, and Maze knows that Robin's weakness is to be in a queue. Here it is. This queue of cars for Robin is not what he wants. He wants to be up there in about second or first. He does first or second. He does here, but he's not going to be at the moment. He isn't here. He does here then as he exits the corner. Now they do down into Aimtree and Wellington Straight. They're about to head now. They are. And it just shows you how good these races are tonight, because here goes Rock City on the back of Schumi now, drops it here, but they are by the way 4.2 seconds behind Ranheim. They are here as Jeffrey now back on with Ronk. Just saw the end of that there. He did lovely, well, moved past him there. He does. Back up we go then to the battle with Schumi, and it is hotting up ever so slightly. Here he goes then into I don't think he should do it into Coppice, but he's going to try into Coppice. Here he is, and that's not going to work there. It's not for Rock City, and Robin could even get the move into Maggotts and Beckett's here. Let's see if he has. He has indeed. Through he goes into Maggotts and Beckett's, and Robin takes that P3. Exiting Maggotts and Beckett's now they do. The Maggotts and Beckett's complex, it's called. Into Chapel Corner they go, Chapel Curve they go, now down the hanger straight they go. Here Robin looking like he's trying to get past Schumi here, but he taps nearly the back of Schumi there, and this is not good for Robin. He really is pushing here, wanting to get past. He is. They head around this circuit here. It's interesting stuff at the front of the field. Here it is on lap number 7 out of 26, and normally it's about lap 11 or 12 you will be having a pit stop in this game. 11, 12, probably 13 if you're on the soft. If you're on the mediums, anywhere between I would say 15 to 20 pits and get the softs on, I would say. Softs last you about roughly 10 laps. I would say 10 to 11 laps softs take you around here as we head on board with Robin now, who's right on the back of Schumi. He is here, and Schumi's the one who's holding up the rest of the field and letting Ranheim pull away with this one. Here he is, which is nice of him to do for Ranheim's sake. Indeed it is, but it's all good. Here it is to see at the end of the day as well, as we now look as they head out of the last corner. Now they do the Woodcut, sorry, into Coppice they go now. Out of Coppice now they go, and he's right on the back of him. Here he is. He's pushing him so hard. He is here now for the position. Makes a little mistake there, does Robin, so that will compromise him a little bit into Chapel Curve and then the hanger straight, but I don't think it'll be too much here to worry about, because nowhere near him is Rock City at the moment. Maze now breaks into the corner. He does, turns through it. Here they do, then out the corner they come. Robin nowhere near now, but look at this, Rock City right behind him now, pressuring him. A bit further down the field we have a great battle down here between Passaus and Storm, who Passaus just overtook him into the corner of Village, so it's just going to be interesting to see what happens as they head down here. Now they do here. Is anything going to happen? No, it's not, because the gap's gone up again, but it was a good battle. We saw it a couple of seconds ago, how good the battle actually was. But we're now going to look as they head into Maggotts and Beckett's. What's going to happen here for your lead lot? here tonight. Well, for me personally, I don't like just to watch the top 5 all race, because it feels like the rest of the field don't get appreciated much in this race. So what we're doing today is, that's a little bit of a late live there from Robin, a little bit of a late lunge there from Robin. That's not what you want to see there from Robin, but he's done it brilliantly there. He has. Robin's through, and they are through now. They are into P number 2, and now Smitsky is down to P3. But that, you can see he went out, nearly touched the back of him, came past him though very nicely, and now he's pulled their gap out to 6 tenths already, and Robin now is going to try and hunt the man himself, Ranheim, down for the win of this race. Ranheim now is already, by the way, if you wanted to know, turning his way through Aimtree at the moment. He is now, and is making his way down the long Wellington Straight. He is now. Robin turns out Aimtree now 4.7 behind. Now make that 4.6 because it's gone down a little bit, and he's pushing to try and catch up now. He is, but bit further back. Rock City now is on the back of him, and has he made the move stick? Well, Ranheim trying to get past Mays there, but could not do it, and Mays looks amazed that was not going to happen. Thinking, how is he going to do that here? Let's stick with this battle for a second, which is I'm Talise and DeMiles. If I said that name wrong, I do apologise, but DeMiles here really wanting to keep the I'm Talise behind. He is here as Rock City here. I think there's a battle going on. They're side by side actually here, and nothing's happened there, but I'm Talise has actually had something happen to him. He's gone off and hit the wall, and he's back on the circuit now. I don't think there's any damage to his car there. I think he's gone off into the gravel, sorry, not hit the wall. But I don't think there's any damage. We have to check and have a look as we head to it now. No damage to the car, but he did go off the circuit quite far away, so we've got to see what happened there. We do. Back up we go then to this battle here with Rock City. In comes Mays, so he's going to be the early pit stop runner here, probably potentially onto the hards. I wouldn't say hards are good around here, but he's potentially put them in here. Not the quickest of pit stops around here. We're looking about 24, 25, maybe 26 seconds. Here we are with Mays. Pits now he does, and puts on the set of medium compounded tyres. So you can last mediums, but it's a push. As he floods his way now, all the cars do. As Mays comes out just in front, well, just behind, sorry, Samitsky he does here, so that's a lovely battle for him to contain with. But back up we go, back to the battle we're looking at here, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. It is indeed, as they're side by side in the background here, they are here, still side by side. And has I'm Talise got past Storm? Has he here? Yes, he has. And into the lovely Woodcut. It takes him at Woodcut, which is nice to see. There it is. But we digress for a second as Jeffrey behind DeMiles now. DRS wide open for Jeffrey now. Going to see if he can close up to DeMiles and make his way past him. Interesting fact, interesting thing I've realised about this circuit is there's hardly many opportunities for people to overtake the cars here as Robin pits. Not many people try and overtake much around here, which is very surprising. It is here as Fivronk. Where is Fivronk? There is a... Oh, I'm trying to see where he is on the screen for you. P9. So he's 4.4 seconds behind Robin. He was, but he's now overtaken Robin. All by himself here. Fivronk is doing well though to be up there where he is. As they're DeMiles side by side, they go. A little touch there he is. Has DeMiles got past Jeffrey? He has. Back through goes DeMiles and on Jeffrey. And if you are a Fivronk fan, just to tell you, I'll keep an eye on that battle for you. As Rock City side by side they go with Shumi, and they're still side by side, Rock City and Shumi here down the old start line straight, the national start line straight here. They're still side by side here. Could they be side by side in Coppice? No, because Shumi says I'll take that position back and I'll keep it. As I'm Talise is in for the medium compound of tyres. Pit stop strategies are now go. Pit stops, this is your average time for pit stops. This is here as Jeffrey now receives a 3-second time penalty. Sadly, well, not sadly, I'm glad, no virtual safety car or safety car. May have just cursed it, but I don't think that I have. Invictus is down in 16th because he had a little, well, I don't know what happened, I'm not entirely sure, but him and Rajard had a battle, which Rajard and him came into the pits after lap 1 and have always been down there since, as they have here. So not really too much to report really on that. As the soft runners now are pitting for the mediums, if you want to come in for the mediums, this is the prime time to do so, says the game anyway. Let's see where Ranheim comes out. I think he's going to come out about 8th. I think Ranheim will come out in here today. But yeah, that's what happened. He had a mistake on lap... Well, not a mistake. I wouldn't class it as a mistake, but I'll class it as a lap 1 pit stop. And he shouldn't have had it, but he did. So that's... Well, lap 1/2. So that's why he's in on them 8-lap old softs. That should be 9-lap old softs if you're thinking about it. He should... Here today. So he came in on lap 1 or 2, and he's not really done much since, really, to keep him going. But let's go back then to Sappy King. Sap Me King, I think I say it. Here, then. Let me just do something, and I'll be back in 1 second, guys. To answer your question, as I was just saying, yes, I do. I think if the pit stops go according to plan for everyone else here, if he has to pit again because on the softs, I think he can get in top 10, but it'll be a very, very big push with 12 laps gone out of his 26-lap race. It'll be a very big push, but he has the car, he has the ability, and I do believe for him today a top 12 finish is definitely possible. Maybe a top 10 will be possible as well, as for Ronk now comes into the pits. So you think Ronk fans off the softs he's going to come now, and he's probably going to put on the mediums or even the hards. Don't think the hards are a relevant option. I think it'll be the medium compound of tyre for him, but yes, I do believe that Invictus will pit and will take the option of a set. We'll get a top 5 finish, a top 12 finish, sorry. Sap Me or Sammy is coming now to try and attack Pasals, but Pasals is under attack, trying to attack Storm here, so it's going to be interesting. But yes, back to what you were saying. The penalty situation, it's I've not really spoke about it much this race, but here we go then. Mac has got 12, so if you think about Invictus here, taking into account some of the penalties, he's luckily going to be 15th at the moment, which is not bad from a pit stop on lap number 2, where he shouldn't have pitted at all. But we got here Rock City 3, Jet 3 6. Mac has got 12. Then we look at Hawkenberg, Storm, Sammy King, or Sammy King we call him for now, has 3. Then same does Maze and same does Cliff. Everyone else has 5, 6 or more. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting coming the end of the race here. I still think Invictus has the pace to keep it up with the rest of the cars, but I just don't think he's doing enough today to actually get top honours here. And yes, if the drivers want to enter the race, I will go into the game chat and just ask if you want to have an interview, then stay in the game. If you don't, then that's fine. But I'm not saying we want to have interviews, but if you want to have an interview, guys, after the race, then let me know. I'm going to actually put it in the chat so they can see if they want an interview or not, the winner, the top 3 or not. It'll be a very quick interview. It'll be like 2 questions, that'll be it. So, you know, it won't be much to talk about really, as we head back to the battle now. Can Ranheim get past Sap Me King here? Sap Me King. They say Sammy King, but I don't think that's right. I think Sap Me King, I think it is here, as they head into the last couple of corners. Now they do. Here at the Bahrain International Circuit. which we were at a couple of weeks ago. Actually, very nice circuit that was. If you haven't seen any of the races this season yet, there should be a playlist, or if there isn't a playlist, then you should see it. Into the pits comes Shumi. He does indeed. Pops on some tyres. Gainers and losers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to that now. 12 for Sapmi King. Sapmi King. There it is. 12 for him. Up 10 for Pasals. Up 12 for Jeffrey. It is here, but here he goes then. Does Ranheim on Sapmi King. Can he get through? Here we go. Oh, Sapmi King goes wide, and here goes Jeffrey. Here goes Jeffrey. So Ranheim. Here goes Ranheim. We're on the outside here. It's going to be into the beautiful corner of Woodcut. It is here where I've watched some beautiful racing there. I watched the World Superbikes about 4 or 5 years ago. Went there, sat in that grandstand, and watched the qualifying day, which was amazing. It was indeed, but sadly nothing there. The losers, Cliff down 13, Invictus down 7, who's pitting again because he has to because of the softs. But he will do well today. I think he'll still do okay. Not great, but okay. There we have, sorry about me just yawning there, don't know why I did, but I did. And into the pits for the first time comes Storm, Ranheim and Maka. Sorry, Sapmi King and Storm and Ranheim come into the pits now, they do. For their first pit stop of the day. If you have any other questions about this race, let me know in the comments, because I can answer them, of course. I can indeed answer. But let's have a look, Dennis. Here goes Ranheim, then is he going to make his move? No, he backs off and Pasals there, does not decide to overtake him there. He doesn't indeed. Oh, a little mistake from Pasals. Wow, a tiny mistake there. It wasn't a big one really. Couldn't see much in it. And Ranheim has got through into third he goes, and could even get a podium, even better place if he can keep going where he's doing at the moment without penalties. He hasn't got. There he hasn't. Let's go further down where there's a nice scrap here between Pasals and Ranheim. No, let's stay with it. Let's stay with the Pasals and Ranheim battle. I'm sorry to say. Let's stay with it because I think Pasals here was going to be overtaken by Robin here in a second, as in come the top two, they do indeed. Robin here now, great to see as he breaks now Pasals, through he goes, and it will be, at the end of the race, Ranheim, Robin and Mays will be a top three, as the other two in the pits, but the other two in the pits actually could come out in front here. They could indeed come out in front here, I'm not entirely sure they will, as Invictus now pops out, and is not going to be laps, but could be soon. Sadly, to the guys who think he's going to get top 10, I don't think he is anymore, sadly, but that's just my theory. Here it is, but look at this. Rock City on the fresher set of tyres could do something here. He could. We have a spinner, and that is Sapmi King. It is indeed, as through goes Smitsky then on him very nicely indeed. Let's see then what's going to happen here with Ranheim. He tried to go past there, he did, but couldn't get past Rock City there. He couldn't. Who is a rock star, of course, as we always say as a joke. He's always a rock star. Here goes Samitsky on top. Ranheim. He does here but can't get through. Jeffrey gets another penalty of 3 seconds, and Jeffrey's out. He's retired on track. There he has. Let's see where he retired. Oh, he crashed off there. Oh, that's a horrible place to crash. Will we see a virtual safety car or something out for that crash there? First retirement of the race today, that is. I don't think we will, as we have a little going a little bit wide there, did Torenheim, but nothing too much there, as the green flags now back out as they come to the line to complete the lap. They do hit. Any close battles on circuit, then just quickly to check. Oh yeah, we've got Schumi versus Torenheim for the moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just check what laps GP4 go on, because I want to know what Division 4 or... Oh, we're way ahead of Division 4 then, because they're in on lap 10. So if you want to watch Division 4, guys, it is, if you go onto the channel, the second video which is on the channel, and you can watch that instead. Or if you want to keep watching us, then you can do indeed as well. I don't mind as well. In the Sabre, Shumi here, really quick he is here after blocks. He is looking like he's a driver here, Shumi, to get past Turanheim. Very quickly here he is. Turanheim then really looking now he is to get past him as he takes 1, 2 looks there he does to get past. Can he indeed make his way past or not? It's going to be interesting to see. Sector 2 to Sector 3 we have an off, and that is Maggots and Beckett's, and that is De Miles. Asimitsky down the inside goes Shumi, and he's through past Turanheim. Just saw that we did there on time, and De Miles has made a mistake, but he gets back onto circuit now, puts the throttle down and is away again. But that is not what you wanted to see, and if you won, and that is disappointing. There it is for him. He had a spin, and he had a spin for one thing and one thing only, but when you do it, it's that devastating. It is indeed. Just to say it's the truth, there it is. Turanheim now really looking to get past Shumi here with minimal effort, but he's a bit far back at the moment. DRS though is wide open, so he could do down the straight, but I don't think he will do, as De Miles pits for a new set of tyres and a new front wing probably because he had a crash. There he did. If you can't really see it because it's a little bit fuzzy on your screen, lap 19 out of 26 we're on to now, and it looking good it is here for the race. Another, I would say maybe till 10 past, but yeah, another 15 minutes I'd say racing here, still to go. So not that far really to go, but it's still quite good then. Here they are. Here they do then, as the guys are heading now into the club and the Vale corner. Now they go through it. Now they've gone in now into club corners. They're going to go now. They are as well here for the battle for your P number 6. This is here. This is the closest one on circuit. This is here. Everyone else is kind of spread out here. They are. Hulkenberg is closing in on Maka, but that's not enough. Not close enough. That isn't there for a good battle. It isn't. And it's an easy circuit this to really grasp, because it's, yes, it's Maggots and Beckett's is a hard complex to crack. But really other than that it's nothing really. It's not hit. Here it isn't. Let's see then what Turanheim can do. Here Turanheim then with 4 tenths behind. He is here. He's closing in each lap, but Shumi has got the quicker tyres of the softs on. With 21 out of 26 gone here we have. And drive of the day is, let us know in the comments guys, well, who you think your drive of the day is. We'd love to hear, because we would indeed love to hear it. Oh, Shumi gets a penalty, so does the Miles. Ooh, it's going to cost them a lot of bit of time. Shumi, is that his first penalty of the day? It is. Ooh, De Miles, 29 seconds now. That is just, I think it's anything over 30 seconds and you get disqualified, which is not what you want to see from him. I think that's right. If somebody else can correct me if I'm wrong there. As we see now Turanheim trying to close in, now we do, and he's really, I think Turanheim's doing a great job here. What's the word I'm looking for? They're really closing in here, but they're closing in on Mays as well, so that could be the issue here as well. De Miles sets the fastest lap there on that lap, So showing us that he is quick, but with all the penalties he's got, he's not going to score a point. Oh, Tranheim gets a little mistake and gets a penalty there. He does. Indeed, I'm agreeing with you here because look, I don't know, is he a lap down yet, Tranheim? I'm curious to know. No, he's not. He's nearly a lap down though. There's your leaders though, but he's keeping it going, and that is something that I've got to say is really good. A bit of heart, as I say, always. Here on this channel you see a bit of fight. He's going to at least not DNF, just to say to himself, I came last but don't matter, I still tried, kind of thing. He takes the wooden spoon, we'll say, for today, as Sapmi King there has made a mistake, and he's looking like he's going to go side by side, and Shumi there could not get through, but they're side by side here for P2. Robin gets a good exit, but not good enough as Rock City does, and Rock City here is going to go side by side still with Robin, and he's done it. Before they get to Coppice, he goes through, back that position he does, and Shumi, great move there it was. Sorry, Maze, great move Shumi did there on Maze. He's got past Maze now, he has. Here they were trying to get past there, he has. And as we say, job's a good one. There he has here then. On board we go with Tranheim for second. Off board now we go. I think there is looking like there is a car over there, but I think that's just Jeffrey's car, I'm not entirely sure here. As Rock City now has been overtaken by Robin, as we are about to start 23 out of 26. Here we are. So we're going to start 4 to go now. We are as they cross the start, 4 to go now. They do. Boards are out and in quick as they can be. Here they are, as you can see now. Rock City really trying to get past. He is here. Robin, Robin cuts him off there, he does. That's a bit risky from Robin there as they head now into Village and the Loop. Here they do, then into the Wellington Straight. And it is really interesting to see what they do down the Wellington Straight here. Will Robin give the position back up? Oh, that's an easy move there for Rock City. Straight through he goes. Robin had no answer there. He didn't. Let me just check penalty wise, because this could be interesting on penalties. Yeah, Robin has 6, so it wouldn't have really mattered anyway, but nobody needs to know that, do they? Really? As Tranheim here trying to get past his trying to get past Maze, he is here. Ever so slightly will try, but I don't think he'll get through, will he? He might do actually, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see what Maze has got quickly. Tranheim only had a 3 seconds, well, he's got 12 seconds of penalties. I didn't realise that. I thought he only had like 3 seconds. Well, that's blown this race wide open then. He has here. If Ronk can just get a bit quicker, he can get up there and do that. But Robin now is maybe nearly going to try and do it, and Robin's done it. Through he goes, does Robin, but he knows he's got a penalty. But on circuit, it doesn't matter. You want to finish high up on circuit as you can. He's trying to make this. Well, what I thought he was in the Alfa Romeo, but Alfa Romeo going to win this, it looks like, because Ranheim, out of the last corner he comes, to the line he comes, and starts. 3 to go now they do, here on circuit, as the battle is still continuing here. It is, but further down we have a battle actually, and it's going to be side by side now it is, and Fivronk has just been overtaken there, as there, by Maka. As you can see in front of him there is Maka. There you can, and Fivronk is not going to give up at all. We know Fivronk. He comes with a bit of heart, a bit of passion, a bit of courage. All drivers do in this league. I really do appreciate every single driver in this league. Everyone should do. As he comes here, does Fivronk then. He's going to try and get past. He is here. Can he make his way through past Maka, as we see Rock City in the foreground there overtake Robin to get back to second there. We'll go back to that battle in a second if it gets any closer than it is. This one's even closer than that one at the moment. It's gone back to the same now, it has, so I don't feel like it is the closest, but anyway. Fivronk slowed around a bit early there, we did, but that doesn't really matter though, does it? Robin here, let's go back to this one quickly, because Robin's trying to get through here. Then will Robin get through, as in the pits comes Sammy King, anyway, he does here, 24 out of 26. braking now. They are through it. They go into the corner 1 and 2. Kind of corner. I call it kind of 1, 2, 3 complex. Technically, I call it. And this little complex corners at the start, but they're not complex really. They're not indeed. Back up we go then. And Turanheim is really pushing Maze around this circuit here as they head into the loop, into Lodge, into Aimtree, and then down the Wellington Straight. Here they do. Really trying their hardest they are here to see if he can get through. No, he can't at the moment here as they go onto the national start line straight. They do. Out of Woodcut now they come, and at Luffield and Woodcut section, and down to Coppice they will go down the national start line. And he goes for it now, he does. Tranheim does into Coppice. Oh, he tried but couldn't do anything there, he couldn't. And we're on the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix, by the way, if you didn't know. And this is going to be very interesting to see what happens here between these two. This is the closest on circuit battle it is today, as Tranheim gets another penalty. He doesn't care, I don't think, too much, Tranheim. May should about Tranheim, but he knows he just wants to keep the position on circuit and make it happen. Here he does, but out he comes then into the last corner. Now he turns into the beautiful club corner. He comes now out of it. Now he comes, and Ranheim picks up the last lap flag. Now he does, and the last lap board, whatever it is, here at Silverstone, and starts his last lap of this 26 lap Grand Prix. There is Invictus, who is trying to slow down, not enough to be overtaken, but just enough so he gets his race in. I think that's what he's trying to do here tonight, is Ranheim. Here he is. Back down we go then, and Maze is really keeping Tranheim away. Is Ranheim is Maze, but he makes a little mistake and Tranheim goes down the inside. He looks but can't make it stick there. He can't, or even go through there. He can't. Vivronk is trying but can't see to get anywhere through either instead, and it's utterly annoying, utterly difficult here for them. But back up we go to leader then, who is now into Maggots. He goes through Maggots now into Beckett's. He goes out of that now into the church chapel curve. He goes down the hanger straight. Now he turns, and he's got this in the bag. He has here. Invictus now goes through the corner in front of them, which is Stowe. Into Vale they're going to go in a second. They are now into Vale. They turn. Now they do. Now into the club complex of corners comes Ranheim. He has raced this race brilliantly tonight. Ranheim has. In the wet qualifying he did well. In the race he's done well. And it's Ranheim who wins the race. Second is Rock City. Third is Robin. Fourth will be Shumi, or third will be Shumi. Fourth will be Robin. Fifth will be May. Sixth will be Tranheim. Seventh should be Hulkenberg, but Vivronk is looking like he's trying to go down the inside here. Here goes Vivronk. Down the inside he goes. This is the last lap, and he's trying for a move, and he's done it into club. Wow. Vivronk up to P number 7. That is what the Vivronk fans want to see on the last lap. He takes P7, then Vivronk does very nicely. Hulkenberg takes 8th. Storm will take 9th. 10th will be I'm Solis, as Maka has retired from the race there. As Shumi will take the rest of the field here. Cliff, who is on his lap here, just heading into Maddox and Beckett's now he is, and heading down to that now is Victus. He is here, but just waiting for De Miles. Here we are. Here he comes then, De Miles. Rujard on fire, has really close behind him Sapmi King. He does indeed, as they both now cross. They do now, and Sapmi King just gets it, and here comes Cliff then into the last club. He comes now through club. Now he comes. Yep, well done to Vivronk. There he does, and here he comes. There does indeed come Victus, and across the line there does Invictus, and that is it then. That is your Grand Prix done for tonight. Hopefully you did enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, please do smash like and subscribe to the channel. Hulkenberg gets the driver today, so well done to him there indeed. He did indeed finish in style. Let me just very quickly pop it in the chat, just in case if anyone does want to. There's your podium. As that just goes there, they do. So it is going to be Tranheim winning your race. 28.2 was his fastest lap. 39 minutes and 10 seconds. 39 minutes and 10 seconds there took them to do the race. Rock City came home in second there. He did. Third was Schumi. Fourth was, of course, Robin. Then it was Maze. Then it was Tranheim. Freak Bronk in 7th. Hulkenberg in 8th. Storm 9th. 10th was Passau's. Smitsky in 11th. 12th was I'm Solis. Wajard on fire 13th. Sapmi King was 14th. Invictus 15th. Cliff 16th. And your non-finishers were the Miles in 17th. The non-finishers were Macca and Jeffrey. They were there indeed. So if you did enjoy, guys, please just smash like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching tonight. We do appreciate it. We're just waiting now to check if any top 3 do want to have an interview or not. It is indeed. We may have one driver then, Schmitsky, if he wants to talk. I don't know if he was in top 3, but let's just check who was. Schumi was, sorry, and I think Schumi wants to talk, so we may get Schumi. Let me just check who wants to maybe talk about the race there. Schumi, right, okay. Let me just pop him his profile up. Well, you won't be able to see this guy, just a blue screen right now for 2 seconds. Well, yeah, we'll say it anyway. GG to everyone, well done. We do indeed. We're just going to quickly send a friend request and then we'll add him into the party. Other than that, we'll be fine to go. He's Norwegian, of course, so hopefully he can speak a bit of English. Of course he will. Rock City, by the way, if you want to join, mate, just let me know. Yeah, well done, Rock City. A great race from him as well. It's a really good race from everyone today, I've got to say. Really good race from everyone today. Everyone raced really well today, they did indeed. We're just going to add Schumi to the quickly, hopefully maybe Rock City as well, see if he can join as well. But just in case, we're going to add them now in. We are indeed here to the chat on the party and see if they will join or not. But it was a great race. Great race tonight from everybody. I don't know if Rock City is actually online, so I'll have to check. We'll pop in both an invite just in case they want to join. Don't have to join, or I'm only going to ask, like, very quickly to say to the drivers, if you are listening, I'm just going to ask one question on how your race was and how you thought the battles went, and then ask about next week, and then that should be it. Indeed. So we're just waiting now if the drivers want to join. I did invite you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Did you have a good race commentating?
Yes, thanks. Let me just check one thing, 1 second.
Yes, no problem. Are we on the stream now?
Yeah, your voice is fine. Everything should be fine. Yeah, we're on stream still.
Alright.
So yeah, yeah. Just give me 1 second so I can quickly just get to the result very quickly. So how did you think that went?
Yeah, the race was okay, but I took a risk at the start. When I took pole on the qualifying, I took a risk and starting on the medium because I think the our cut here is pretty strong when you get it right, but it's always hard in the start when you're starting on medium, so it was very hard defending from the fast guys coming behind, especially Rock City. Me and him was sideways, side by side a few times.
Yeah, it must have been. And how was it with near the end of the race? I think it was the end. You and Robin and him having a battle.
Yeah, he had some a few more time penalties. So I think 2 laps before the end, he had 3 seconds time penalty more than me, and I was 4.5 seconds behind. So I think no, that's podium got lost. But in think in the last lap or so, he got another 3 seconds. So then I could relax a little bit on the last lap. It was a hard fight, but very happy about the third place, and must say a big thank you to Ove Arvoxity. He was fighting me hard in the start of the race. That was very fun, and of course Odd Ranheim was think maybe the fastest guy today on dry track.
Yeah, it was like it was great anyway, seeing the top five having a battle.
Yeah, and Odd Ranheim took me in the start, so I just think he was need to go. He was on the softer tire, so I just drive as fast as I could on the medium.
Okay. So thank you for that. Is Rock City here?
I'm here, mate.
Hello. How did you find that then? If coming second.
Oh yeah, I'm satisfied, but I'm not satisfied as well because I wanted to finish first, but I felt like my pace was strong, and I also felt like I was held up a little bit by Shumi at the start of the race, and I felt like my strategy just fell apart at that point of the race. But I tried my best, and unfortunately I got a 3-second penalty. But yeah, and also the last couple of laps, 3-4 laps, I was fighting with Robin, and that was not good. So I lost a bit of time to Ranheim at the last couple of laps. So yeah, I don't know. I'm satisfied with my strategy and my race, but I'm not satisfied with finish second.
No, I bet you're not. And was it good with you for the race, with you battling Shumi and Robin? Because I think it was like with a couple laps to go, Robin, who had, I think it was on both of you, had an extra penalty on both of you, and you knew it, and well, you probably knew that probably, but was it hard for you three, for Shumi, you, Rock City, and Robin, like battling away that much?
Yeah, I felt like because I was in the front of Robin and behind Shumi, so I was stupid and tried to, on the old start-finish line, I tried to overpass Shumi, but I missed. I just backed off and lost a lot of pace, so Robin just overtook me, and at that point I just knew that shit, this is not going to be well. Because I lost so much time, and then I needed to fight my way back, because Shumi has incredible pace these days, and Robin as well. But I knew I had the strategy advantage over Robin. So, but yeah, it surprised me that I come ahead of Shumi after my pit. So, but yeah, it was a good fight. I think a lot of fun for you to commentate on that. I think
it was a great fight between. There was nowhere really to look. Like I was trying to go look further down the field, but you two were just having a great battle for most of that race.
going side by side with Rock City in a corner called Cups is you need to hold your breath because he's on the outside, I'm on the inside. Oh, I try to go full throttle, but it's not easy.
Oh, it was a good fight.
Yeah.
It was a good fight, and yes, I completely understand Shumi because he wants to defend his position. Of course, he's racing, and I want to overtake him. And yeah, I didn't manage to do that. It was like a replay of the last race at Great Britain, but yeah, I'm satisfied with my strategy and I'm satisfied with my pace at the track. So GG to Shumi with a second podium, I think.
Yes, that's a second
yes.
one. And,
your second one
perfect.
as well, I think?
No, this is my third, I think.
Okay.
When Rock City gets it right, he's bloody fast.
Cheers, mate.
Was it for both of you very quickly? Was it the right? Were you expecting? Were you expecting Robin and the guys like Ranheim and all that to go on the softer compounded tyres, or did you think it would be all four of you on the mediums?
I can start, Shumi. I was expecting both. I was expecting Ranheim to go on soft. I didn't expect Robin to do it, and also I didn't expect Mace to do it. But yeah, I felt like when I have the tire advantage at the end, I was confident in the beginning, but Ranheim, he took the lead so fast and just pulled away, and it was very hard to take time on him at the end.
Yeah.
As I said early in the interview, I took a risk when I start on pole and starting on medium, so I knew it's gonna be hard the first few laps. So I saw Ranheim got a very good start, so just let him go and try to defend from the others. So I when Rock City passed me, I think I should, by my plan, I should go 1 or 2 laps more, but I should try to undercut Rock City. But when I came out of the pits, I got behind over to Ranheim, who was defending very well. So this race I was fighting Norwegian people a whole race.
Yeah. And lastly, going into next week for you, Shumi, are you looking forward to Italy?
Yes, Italy is one of my favorite tracks. Actually, I am by plan on work at that time, but maybe my boss will fix that. I hope so. I can't go on work.
And Rock City, are you looking forward to Monza in Italy?
Yeah, I really do. I really enjoy Monza. I'm not so confident because I usually spun out in Monza, but my pace is good there. So yeah, I'm expecting top 3. I think if I'm not spinning out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it always.
Okay, well, thank you for both of you for joining.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks. And yeah, that will wrap up Division 5 there for tonight. So thank you to Rock City and to Shumi for joining. And that has been Division 5 for you here tonight. So well done to Ranheim for winning, for Rock City coming second, and for Shumi to come third. As we say, next week will be Italy for the Italian Grand Prix. So join us for that if you can next week. But from all of us here, it's goodbye, and we will see you in the next round next week in Italy. So goodbye everyone, and we'll see you then. Goodbye. From me, James Boyle, it's goodbye.